Okay, let me come and work. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Maria, come and say hello. Say hello. That is my daughter. Yes, I have a son and a daughter. That's Maria from Brazil. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. I was so surprised about the amount of comments and requests I got to cover this story. I was so surprised. I read it, I saw it, but I didn't think anything of it. So we have Halle Bailey and DDG break up. This beautiful, wonderful, talented young couple who just had a baby last year, a baby boy Halo. I don't think he's even one, and they have broken up. Let us see what they say here. Yes, DDG made a statement, very mature of him, by the way. Dear friends and supporters, after much reflection and heartfelt conversations, Halle and I have decided to go our separate ways. The decision was not easy, but we believe it's the best path forward for both of us. I cherish the time we spent together and the love we've shared. Despite the changes in our relationship, our love for each other remains deep and true. We are still best friends and adore each other. As we focus on our individual journeys and our roles as co-parents, we cherish the bond we've built and the beautiful moments we've shared. As we navigate this transition, we ask for your understanding and support. Thank you for your love and encouragement, DDG. Well, there's been a lot of mixed feelings about this. I think for me it was very straightforward, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, and I tell you why. It is no reflection upon Halle or DDG. There's no reflection on them. I just feel that they're too young. They're too young to take on the huge responsibility of raising a child at this time, at this stage of where they're at with their careers, so on and so forth. I think that I can only refer to me. I am an older parent, and upon reflection, after having Adrian, I now see that I would not have been as wonderful as I am as a parent to Adrian if I was younger. I didn't have it in me. I can only speak for myself, because yesterday I was with my girlfriend and we're the same age, and we were with her grandchildren. Her daughter is 30 and the granddaughter is, I think, 3 or 4. So just look at the difference. Same age, both of us are 55. And I have a 6-year-old and she has a 30-year-old. And she did wonderfully with her children, and her children now have children. And I'm happy for her and I love it for her. But I'm happy that I went my path. Everybody is different. And I say that because I don't think that both of them were ready. To have and to raise children is a step and repeat. It is very hard. Parents are superheroes because this human being solely depends on you for their survival. And that means that you have to wake up every single day with them coming first. And you will realize that there is differences between female and male, mother and father. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When Adrian was born, I was reborn. There were instincts inside of me that I just did not have before he was born. And I was a nanny, and I was a fabulous nanny, and I took care of all of my friends' children. And we had fun, we played, we laughed, some even spent the night. but I did not have a child to look after day in, day out, to wake up in the middle of the night multiple times because they had colic or because they were ill, or you have to rush to the hospital, or you find yourself that you cannot even have a bath because you got to rush from pillar to post and you're running against time. It's intense and it's tough. And sometimes one parent just does not align with the other over this bundle of joy, because children are blessings. Adrian blessed me. He came into my life and blessed me in ways that I could never ever have imagined. But when I look back, when I was younger, I was selfish. I wanted my career. I like being alone. I enjoy being alone. I really love being alone. And I don't know whether I would be the mother that I am today then. I go for all of the school pickups. That's why I love what I do, because it gives me the flexibility to really cater around Adrian and then me. And it is the same thing with Ula, because we are both mature, because we both have careers, because we are able to respect and give each other room. And above all, whether Ula and I disagree, and we do disagree about a whole bunch of other little things, we never disagree when it comes to Adrian. Never, ever. Ula, what are we doing with Adrian? Yes, fabulous idea. Because we always think the best for Adrian. He's our only child. We were in our 40s when he came. And so it was a completely different platform where we were just generous, really generous with our time. And dare I say that Adrian to me is not only my son, he's my grandson. I'm relishing in all that he is and how he evolves. Everything from Adrian is fabulous. But when you're younger, and when you're not prepared, and when you only look at the Instagram instant pictures and you think that's what's family, that is not what is set out to be. I say this because I want to refer to all young couples out there. Do you know that when you don't have children, you have all the time in the world? You do not have to think about nursery. You don't have to think about schools. You don't have to think about feeding. You don't have to think about changing. You don't have to think about nannies. You don't have to think about expenses. You don't have to think about medical care. You don't have to think about you being paranoid that is my child safe with this nanny. I had a nanny. From the second that nanny walked in, Adrian would not stop crying. This is how I held Adrian like this. Finally, I told her to go. My child was crying and he would not stop crying. And I said, I'm sorry. You know, he's the guy in this house. He's the boss. He don't like you. You can't stay here. And that is what it is. It's the generosity of time, the willingness, especially in the early years. I took 2 years off. I was here on YouTube here and there, but not the way that I am now, where I really take it beyond and seriously. Because I had a child. That was it. And so, you know what? Certain things had to wait. As you very well know, I had a collaboration with JUVIAS Place. Thank you, JUVIAS, forever and a day. They waited an entire year because I just was not moving sideways. I had my child. And again, like I said, when your child is born, the mother is reborn. Because I have heard from so many husbands and so many fathers, she changed as soon as she had the child, she changed. That is our genetic and biological makeup, that we do change. Why? Because we are wolves. Because now we have to take care of our offspring. And so now we have very much an animal instinct. An animal instinct of which we need to take care of our children. And you know what happens? The children come before you. They come before our husbands. Our husbands can eat. They can wash themselves, they can bathe themselves, they can walk around. This child cannot do anything for himself. So I have to do everything for him. And sometimes some women will just look at their husbands, not say anything. They'll get up, take care of their children, they'll feed their children. All of a sudden, all of that time where you were having breakfast together and you go back into bed and you're tossing and turning. I love you, boo boo. I love you, DDG. Oh, what should we do today? There's no time for that. I haven't slept. On top of which, while I'm awake, I have to warm his milk. Here you are asking questions. Haley, are we going to watch this movie? No, I don't have time for a movie. Have you gone to go and get diapers? The snapper begins to be more than anything else. And you're looking at her and she's looking really unkempt with the hair all over the place. She's not wearing a bra. She's breastfeeding. She hasn't had a bath. She's got this dumpy nightgown on that she's been wearing all week with dried milk and everything, holding the baby. Now, I give you a scenario because I've seen it 100 times. Because the partner does not step in and say, give me the baby. Go and have a bath. I'll take care of him. When she's up, be up with her. It doesn't matter whether she's holding the baby, breastfeeding, be up with her to show her the love and the support. This is where money can't buy. And this is where Ula stepped in. Again, we were older parents. So it was such a bond. It was such a bond. And of course, Norway, I give you all of this salute because Ula had 3 months of maternity leave for parents in Norway is shared 50-50. So you can take the year off and you have more than enough time to bond with the baby. And the father also bonds with the baby. And when the mother stays at home, guess what? The Norwegian government pays her. They take care of of couples with young children, because I am telling you firsthand, I know how strenuous that is. And I had the help, medical care in England. I am so happy that I gave birth here in the United Kingdom. Above everywhere else, I say it. I am so very happy. I was so well taken care of course, because I was an older mother. But that aside, I had the nurses come to me every 3 days to check on me, make sure everything was copacetic. I had a village. But aside from that, I had Ula. And because of the way Ula was to me, bathing me, washing my hair, taking care of the bottles, go in the middle of the night, because Adrian was born in October. By December, I will never forget, his nose was blocked. But you know me, I'm an African. I just took my mouth and just drew out all of it. He's my child. I don't care. Ula said, ooh, let me go and get the little pump. Let me go and get this. Let me go and get that. Ula was with me throughout. For those of you that remember, we were in California for 4 months. And we woke up every day. We went to the beach together. We came back. And I was able to do 1 or 2 red carpet events here, there, and do a couple of things. Because Ula was there. And Ula was there mentally, emotionally, physically. Fumi, how are you feeling? How are you healing? Because you know what? When you leave that hospital, the baby is not the only one that wears a diaper. You're wearing a diaper too. Not funny. But your body has changed. Your hormones are flying all over the place. And some mothers might even have postpartum depression. And here you are in Hollywood, here you are on the red carpet, here you are as an actress or a model, and you're trying to get back to your size 2. You want to say, oh, my body coming back, because you got to get back to work. That is the requirement. My body is part of my job. My hair, my makeup, body, the way I take care of myself, part of my job. You girls will remind me. You'll tell me, Fumi, look at your knees. They're black. I got them sorted, mama. Fumi, your hands are black. They're getting there, mama. You're always criticized. It's a tough job to do. Tough job to be a mother. Any which way you want to look at it. How much more if you are an actress, you're in the entertainment industry. You've got to get your body back, because on the checklist, number 1 is she ready? I'm calling it like it is. It is what it is. I didn't rush. I took my 2 years. and my boobs, and I was soft, and I enjoyed it because I enjoyed my child. I enjoyed the time that he was growing and all the goo goo gaga. I didn't want to miss any part of it, and I wanted Ula to be part of it because this was where I'm sitting. It's going to be my baby and me, this child that came up out of me. I'm going to nourish him. I'm going to teach him. We'll have all these dreams and fantasies. Every mother has that. If you are not on her team, you're not on her bus, you're not on her ship to ride this with her, you're out. A lot of mothers fall out of love of the fathers of their children real quick, because in our minds, how can you not love this baby the way I love this baby? How can you not even love this baby even more? And that's the mistake for girls. And I want you to understand. I want you to cross your legs. I want you to cross your legs even more. You know why? Because we are wired differently. We are what? We are wired differently. And so it's not that they're bad in any way or that they don't care. They just have never been or did any kind of emotional stuff. If you notice, up until this stage, oh, but you know, it's his child. It's his child. Yes. But we train our men to be strong. Don't cry, you're a big boy. Don't this, you're a big boy. And that's what I've stopped doing ever since I had Adrian. I realized my Fumi Nation men, cry if you have to. Cry if you must. Come to me. And a lot of you do. And we talk. And I realized that we have to start humanizing our men. We have to start humanizing our boys. We have to start humanizing our brothers. They are not a paycheck. And it's not that, oh, he has to do check. He has to pay the bills. He has to make sure that he has a fabulous job. He can buy me a Chanel bag. He can take us on holiday. He can do this, that. No. He is also amazed and flabbergasted at the miraculousness of what we as women can do. He's getting grips with the fact that he's a father. He has to get it all really and truly all together. And he's also scared. Will I be good at what I'm supposed to do? I don't know, but I'm going to try. You see, we as women, we're kind of sort of trained. We cook early. We do all of these little pretty things early. So, you know, this is our forte. But it's not the same for men. And so you've really got to give them that credit. So a young 24, 25-year-old man, it really depends. Back in the day, that was how old my father was. He was younger than DDG. But he had his wife from another country. And they were in another country because I was born in Moscow, Russia. And it was just the two of them. And they made it. And they passed their exams in another language. My father medicine, my mother French and Russian, and they passed in distinction. It really depends on the couple. It really depends if this is my yin and yang. I respect DDG for the statement that he released. And I am very happy for Halle that you are a wonderful young mother, because there are advantages also of being young parents. Your children will grow with you. I say that because I think of Adrian, and all my dreams and all my prayers always praying for long life, because I want to see Adrian's gray hair. I want to see him with his own children. I say, God, Father, Jehovah, give me just this one wish. Let me see him to the finish line. So it's not all bad. Children are a blessing. They bless us. Oh, they shower us with blessings. And I know that they will be good parents. It just takes a little bit longer for some than others. There's nothing like a mistake. The pregnancy was expected, and it was opened up with warm welcome. I'm happy how he said they will co-parent. We don't know. You see this life, it will humble you, and it has humbled me. And there is no judgment per se. There is none. The only thing I can say for girls, be prepared. Be prepared, because anything can happen. So be financially independent before you bring another child, because you don't know what the future can bring. But you know that you will be able to always take care of your child, to also contribute to the welfare of your child and home. It takes the pressure off the scared partner. Any which way you want to look at it, that's a valid feeling. It's scary. Because 1 minute I was just single and carefree, and here I am, I got those bills every 30 days and I better come correct because they're relying on me. It's one thing, I promise you, to wish to be a mom and all of this. It's another thing to be a parent. I promise you, as I'm sitting here, if certain mothers knew what this required, they wouldn't have done it. They would not have what? They would not have done it. Haley has her sister. She's got her family. DDG also has his family. Hopefully, beautiful baby boy Halo will be fine. He'll be happy. The only thing I pray for is that none of you quarrel or fight in front of the children, because that's a trauma. And you should be at least mature enough to know better than that. That's all I can say, my darlings. I don't know what else I can add, but that's my personal experience. Children change relationships because they come in there and they scatter the whole thing. Yes, you no longer have those sexy moments. You just do not have it like you used to. In our house, we have before Adrian, after Adrian. I have before Ula, after Ula, because my life changed. I left California and I went to Norway when I got married. And we were living in a 2-bedroom flat when we were together. We were happy because we were never really there, you know. But now we have a schedule and we have holiday schedules, and when we want to have dinners with friends, and everything has to be scheduled around Adrian. And I have to have a nanny in order for me to sit down here looking cutesy, because at least Maria will be around just in case Adrian doesn't feel well at school. It's happened. And so we have to go and pick him up. So Maria will stay with him while I continue with my daily duties, because it's not only the filming. I've got the editing. I've got people that I have to meet. I've got the dry cleaners. I've got groceries, shopping, this, that, and the third. I've got other stuff that I have to do. I'm a mom, but we still got to work out here in these streets. And that's what they're doing. And I think piled on upon piled on, they just were not prepared. And what happened? It just crashed the relationship. And that is what you have to be mindful, because it happens all the time. As soon as they have a baby, boom, baya, they're done. There's a lot of influencers out here in these streets who went out there and had children thinking, oh, I could do it. The relationship has gone down the drain. That's all I'm going to say. All right, darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you what sooner than later. I did not even tell you what I was wearing. And you know what? Let me just pick it up right here, because I've forgotten this thing. I think it's Atelier. I'll put her, oh God, I think it's Atelier. Let me just see, because I cannot remember. Ooh. Let me take a picture. Let me see if I can take a picture. That's it. Yes, Vicky O Atelier. That's the dress that I'm wearing. I didn't get up. I didn't. Okay, let me do it right now. Okay, so it's still turning. So this is it, my darlings. Do we live? Do we love? Do we live? Do we love? I love it. Just look at the color in the back. Let me put the light on. Just look at the color in the back. And then just look at the burgundy. This red is my favorite red in the whole world. So for those of you that have a lot of African prints that you want to send to me, this color is the color I love more than anything. And then as you can see, the sleeves, I absolutely live and love it. And I am going out again today. I always go out. I go out most days. In the mornings I work out, and then after dropping Adrian off at school, I work out, have a fabulous bath, and that's it, my darlings. So I will see you I will see you sooner than later. All of my love, my darlings, of my love, and stay hopeful. And I wish Halle and DDG the very best. I wish you the best. It's okay. It's gonna work out. It just takes a different way of doing things. And as you grow older, you'll meet other people, you'll have other children. That's okay. That's okay. There's no judgment here. It's just what happened. And I am referring this also to all other young couples. It's a big, big undertaking. Huge. And it will change your life. Hopefully for the better. Mwah.